Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. The dialogue between Brahma Rakshas and the prince Rukmangada is the topic that we are taking. And in that, the condition was, if you do not answer the question to my satisfaction, I will eat you. How simple it is. It's not that you will be punished, no, nothing, I will finish you. So with that kind of fear, the questions were asked and answered. So first question was, what is that which is subtler than the space? What is that which is smaller than the smallest? What is the nature and where it is available? This is how it started. And it was told, Vitata chiti akashat sukshma cha paramanutaha spuradrutva swatma samstha shrudutvam brahma rakshasa. O Brahma Rakshas, listen. This chiti, the chit, the consciousness, is bigger than the space, subtler than the paramanu, and of the nature of throb in one's heart and existing in one's own self. Thereafter, we have seen yesterday exhaustively, I won't expand now. Then, second question was asked, Ekapi sa ati vitata katham sukshmatara bhavet. If she is only one, how can it be the subtler than the subtlest? And spuratvam kim, what is the meaning of the throb spurana? And what is the meaning of atma? Please tell. So it is said, karanatvat hi vitata, because consciousness is the cause of everything, and therefore it is bigger than the biggest, because cause includes all the effects. And sukshma, it is subtle because it cannot be comprehended by any known means of knowledge. And spuratvatma chechiti, and the spurana atma is nothing but one's own being. After that, the next step was sthanam tad upalabdho kim katham va sopalabhyate upalabdha cha kim ya syat vada etat rupadandara. Where this chiti consciousness is available and how it is available, and if one gets it, what is the benefit of it? Then we were told, dhi sthana upalabdhocha svaikagrayat sopalabhyate upalabdha janirna syat shrudutvam brahma rakshasa. So it is available in one's own heart, in one's own intellect, by single pointedness, and having attained which there is no continuous birth and death problem. Up to here we have seen yesterday. See, yesterday I told you, the intellect means what? Like our sense organs are structurally different from each other. They are also functionally different from each other. The structure of the eye, the structure of the ears, the structure of the granendriya, organ of smell, they are structurally different as well as functionally different. But when it comes to the mind, these external organs are called as bahitkarana, external organs. And mind is called as antakarana, internal organ. So like the external organs are structurally different as well as functionally different, in the same manner, the inner organ, the antakarana, is not structurally different, is only functionally different. See? So which are those four things? Mana, buddhi, chitta, ahankar. And all of them are referred loosely, sometime mind, sometime atma, sometime intellect, depending upon the reference where it is used. So What is this antakarana? When the thoughts are in a state of chaos and confusion, that state of the thought is called as mind. When the thoughts are in a state of firm decision, doesn't matter right or wrong, decisive state of the thoughts is called as intellect. Wherever there is a decision, there is stability. When there is no decision, there is confusion. Okay. Then the third thing, the thoughts in the form of memory, they are called as chitta. And whose confusion, whose decision, whose memories? Of course, mind. So the thought in the form of ownership, that ownership aspect of the thought is called as ahankar. So mana, buddhi, chitta, ahankar, these are only functionally different. Structurally they are not different. All are the different stages of or the qualities of the thoughts. And when all the thoughts are disappearing, whichever way, thought-free mind is consciousness. Consciousness with the impurity of the mind, of the thoughts, is mind. Therefore, this sthana upalabdhavtu. Now see, if you take a bucket of water and the water is muddy and also shaky, in that reflection of the sun will be very dim and unsteady. It won't be perfect. It won't be steady. But if the waters are like the distilled water, clean, absolutely steady, in that water, the reflection of the sun will be perfect. And from the reflected disk of the sun in the water, a correct kind of light will come out. Therefore, it is only in the intellect or the Vijnanamaya Kosha where the sense of I is born. And therefore, this sthana upalabdhavtu. That is why when we praise somebody, we praise, oh, he is very intelligent. Because that is what makes us human beings. So, this sthana upalabdhavtu and sa ekagrat upalabhyate. And how this chitti can be available? Ekagrat. When the mind is fully available to us whenever we want, for whatever purpose we want, for whatever length of time we want, the mind is available to us. That freedom is called a single pointedness. But normally people understand a single pointedness as if you are taking a thread and stiffening it with the starch of your saliva and make it hard, and then take the needle and put into the eye of the needle and it goes, you think, but it has not gone. That kind of thing is called as single pointedness. No. Single pointed freedom. See. Therefore, in such an intellect, the truth is available. And upalabdha janirna syat. And if one comes to discover, see, from the reflection of the sun in the bucket, we will be able to trace where the sun is. Be attentive. If there is only daylight, by simply looking at the daylight, you cannot trace the path of sun. But from the reflection of the sun in the waters, from that point if you start, you can trace the original sun. In the same manner, in the intellect where chidabhasa is like the reflection of the sun in the waters. From the other parts of the water, the light doesn't come out. It is only from that reflected disk of the sun, from there only the light comes out. But how is that light? That light is dependent. It is not independent. It is like the moonlight. Moon has no light. It is only the reflected light of the sun. And therefore, all the sadhana is done at this point of Dhi or the Vijnanamaya Kosha. And what is the sadhana in Vijnanamaya Kosha? Now this Vijnanamaya Kosha, I, gets identified with the body and start behaving, I am the body. This Vijnanamaya Kosha gets identified with the prana and start behaving, I am hungry, I am thirsty. This Vijnanamaya Kosha gets identified with the mind and starts behaving, I am happy, I am miserable. That is why when this Chinmudra is given, this is the meaning. This is the Vijnanamaya Kosha, the Tarjani. When it is identified with the lower three, Annamaya, Pranamaya, Manomaya Kosha, it is one with the three and therefore away from the Ananda. Then what we do every night, we separate this Vijnanamaya Kosha from the three and surrender it to the Anandamaya Kosha. There the I disappears. Therefore, Vedaischa sarvai ahameva vidyaha. All other things are secondary. Therefore, it is said that he who comes to discover that this I, who is this I? Then we come to know Dehinosmin yatha dehi kaumaram yauvanam jara tatha dehantara praptihi dhirastatra namuyati. Like the childhood has come and gone, middle age has come and gone, old age has come and gone, we are the same. After having studied Gita, Vedanta, if a thought of death passes through our mind, we have not done anything in our life. Death is an impossibility. Those people who become miserable because of the death of the near and dear, they are the selfish of the highest order. You will see what is their dialogues when somebody dies. Their dialogues are, no, mera kya hoga? That fellow has gone, who cares? Mera kya hoga? See friends, if we are really concerned about the person, are we not happy if somebody is promoted and gone for the higher state? See my friends, therefore, where this Chaitanya is available? In this understanding. And when this is done, na jani, then the wrong notion that somebody is born, somebody grows, somebody dies, and again born, this is completely wrong understanding. Childhood dies, but nothing happens to me. Then teenage is born. Teenage dies, then middle age is born. Middle age dies, old age is born. So the birth and death is only to the body, not to me. And as much as I don't die, nobody dies. See friends, therefore Brahma Bhuta Prasanna Atma na shochati na kankshati. If we really mean the spiritual path, there is no place for frustration and depression and dejection. Therefore, after this is said, then the next question is asked. Dhi ka iyam samakhyata tadaikagryam cha kidrisham jadirvapi bhavet kasa vadayet tad nrupanandana. Oh, the son of the king, kindly tell, what is the intellect and what is the meaning of single pointedness and why the birth does not happen and who is born? Kindly tell me everything. If you don't tell, I am going to eat you. So he said, okay, this is very important. Chiti jadya vruta dhihi syat. Now what is intellect? Chiti, consciousness, jadya vruta, where the objectivity is predominant. That knowledge is called as mind. That knowledge where objectivity doesn't exist, that is pure consciousness. See, what is the difference between the ice and the waters? Waters with the shape is ice. Ice without the shape is water. Are they two? But when we talk about the ice, our attention is towards the shape. And the mind cannot survive without shapes. The diet for the mind is name and form. Discard the names, meaning hold on to silence. Discard the forms, hold on to the formless. There is no existence of the mind. See, so what is what is intellect? Intellect is nothing but the consciousness, provided we are no more under the influence of the objectivity in life. I'll tell you one experiment I did it in USA, in Delhi. And I had probably told you, but by God's grace you forget. And therefore I can repeat it again. One of my very good friend is a military officer, police officer, very intelligent, very different type of police officer, not like our Bombay police officer. The other day near our Babul Nath, when I was going, there were two police officers, one lady and one man. And the lady police officer was in the proper shape. And that man was having the Madhya Pradesh coming out. So I was going with Shyam that time. So because of the traffic, we had to stop the car. So I asked Shyam, I said, hey, between the two, the man and the woman, who is pregnant? Shyam said, Swamiji, can't you think something different? Lazy fellows, not doing any exercise, eating, drinking, and they are the police officers. So my friend, he is so perfect and greatly involved in the study of scriptures. And he has heard so many great Mahatmas, studied Panchadashi and Yoga Vasishta and whatnot. And how he came to know me, when he was going through this Panchadashi, somehow my books and talks went to him. From that time he became very close to me. And then he asked one day, it was about 9 o'clock, I was staying in Birla Mandir. And he said, Swamiji, I am sorry, this time I am not getting any time too much of work, but I just want your blessing and homework for the next year, till you come next year. I said, okay, are you ready? He said, yes. Be very attentive. I said, switch off the light. It was 9 o'clock. Then I asked him, what can you see? He said, nothing. I said, nothing cannot be seen. What are you seeing? Darkness. I said, darkness cannot be seen. Eyes can function only in light. Swamiji, I don't know how to answer you. I said, you say, pass. Then, second question. I said, now switch on the light. He switched on the light. Now what do you see? He said, I see you, I see the furniture, I see your laptop, I see your shoes, I see the water bottle, I see the bed, I see the AC. I said, go on telling. He said, all these things. Something more? He said, no, this is all. I said, I am seeing something more. What is that? I said, I am seeing light. Yes, Swamiji. Agreed. I said, I am not over. I am seeing still something more. Now what more? I said, I am seeing electricity. See, if there is no electricity, can there be light? If there is no light, can there be objects seen? But what is happening? We are so preoccupied with the worldly objects that everything we forget. Exactly the same way. The moment we are out of the deep sleep, immediately we see the world. We are not aware of our own sense organs because of which we are seeing the world. Then we are not aware of our mind because of which the sense organs are functioning. Then we are not aware of our life because of which everything is possible. And we are not aware of that reality which is expressing as life. Because we are all the time living on the periphery of our personality. Start from your periphery and reach the center. And there you will see, other than the self, there is nothing. Therefore, what is intellect? Intellect is consciousness where objectivity is predominant. And because of this, people ask these funny questions. One person asked me, young boy, Swamiji, have you seen God? I said, why should I tell you? No, I just want to know. I said, I will not tell you. No, but Vivekananda had asked the same question to Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. I said, you may be Vivekananda, I am not Ramakrishna. Kaha Raja Bhoj, kaha Gangua Teli? Why these questions come? Because we cannot drop objectivity from our knowledge. See? Therefore, the reply is, what is the chiti jadya vruta dhi syat? When consciousness is predominantly covered by the objectivity, that consciousness influence or under the coverage of the objectivity is called as intellect. Thereafter, Aikagryam Swatma Vishramaha. And what is the meaning of single pointedness? Single pointedness means Swatma Vishramaha, we are at peace with ourselves. A person who is not at peace with himself or herself cannot focus on anything. See? Because you have become somebody. The moment you become anybody, that anybody is a seed from where the sprouts of the thoughts will start coming. Become the husband, wife will come there with a belna in the hand, Belna Devi. See, my friends, and you remain as nobody. Your mind is at peace. Therefore, what is the meaning of single pointedness? It is this Swatma Vishramaha. You are at peace with yourself. And that being at peace with ourselves doesn't mean sleeping and snoring, because in snoring there is no peace, there is only pieces. See, that is what is called a single pointedness. Then, Janir Dehatmata Buddhihi. This is the meaning of birth. What is the meaning of birth? Birth is whenever we are identified with anything which is finite, we are born. How simple it is. Identified with a child body, I am a child. Then identified with a teenage body, I am a teenage. But yesterday you said you are a baby, now you have become a teenage. Then we identified with the middle-aged body, then we are no more teenagers. Think. We identified with a girl and become the husband. Husband is born. One couple, they came with their mutual complaints and ultimately husband uvacha, husband said, Swamiji, at least my wife should recognize this. I am elder than her. So she should respect my age and behave with me properly. I said, I don't take your side, I take her side. What she is doing is right. How come? I said, because first of all, she gives me food, you don't give. So I will take her side. And second thing, most important thing, when you are married, tell me 15 years. I said, both of you are 15 years. Your husband is born after marriage. Wife is born after marriage. And marriages happen together. The man is never miserable. Husband is never happy. The woman understands everything. Wife can never understand anything. See, friends. So who is miserable? Someone who is born. The day we get this understanding of birth, birth is not, I am born on such and such day. That's a dumb thing. All the time talking about that. No. Therefore, Jani Dehatmata Buddhihi. And once we are identified with the body, then see how many things are born. First, we are essentially Mukhyatma, divine self. Then get identified with the body, we are Mithyatma, illusory self. After we are identified with the body, then we become man, woman, young, old. After that, we become husband, wife, brother, father, mother, sister. So, all the relations are the 2G scam. See? In the deep sleep, when we are not identified with the body, who are we? Man, woman, young, old, rich, poor, husband, wife, brother, father, mother, sister, nobody. All of them, where they have gone? Then how to live? Don't take anybody, any relation seriously. But the husbands take the wife seriously. You should not take. Then how to behave with her? Very simple rule is given in the 19th chapter of Gita. When the wife is talking, you should not talk. When she is quiet, you should keep quiet. There will be peace at home. Or else, dharma kshetre, kurukshetre, samaveta yutsavaha. Don't take things too seriously in life. See, my friends, therefore, Janir Dehatma Buddhi. Whenever we are identified, then we are born. See? Therefore, if we are not identified, we are not born. Then, further, Kasmachiter nopalabdhi kenava sopalabhyate jani katham va samprapta vadayetad nrupanandana. Oh, the son of the king, please tell me, Kasma chitehe na upalabdhi. Tell me why this chiti, the consciousness, is available to everybody, but why nobody knows this? Why it is not available to everybody, although abundantly present? Kindly tell. And kenava sopalabhyate, and how this can be made available to us? What is the means of knowing the self? And jani katham va samprapta, and how the birth is happening. These are the three questions. Kindly tell. Now the teacher says, avike aviveka nopalabdhihi atmana sopalabhyate. Aviveka na upalabdhihi, because of lack of discrimination. This is one simple rule, thumb rule of spiritual life. All other things that you do, you continue, nothing wrong in that. Tamla peti, ha hu, karte raho, nothing wrong. Take the mala in the hand and keep on hanging. Nothing. Time pass. Real sadhana begins here. Is the viveka. And what is that? The moment you are disturbed, immediately fire a question. Who is disturbed? With that one question, the problems of your life will not be solved. Then they will be dissolved. Don't try to solve the problems. First, the best seekers, they evolve. The mediocre, they try to solve. And the better than the best, they dissolve. How do we evolve? Take every situation of the life as spiritual examination. And from that examination, learn and evolve. Rather than learning from the experiences of our life, we react. Don't react. Be very attentive. Whenever we have reacted, the dents and dashes are formed on the mind. But whenever we have learned from the experiences, we have grown wise. See? Even the children learn, but we old people don't learn. I'll tell you one or two examples of learning. All of us have experience in our childhood touching the fire and getting burnt. So we have learned fire burns. And therefore, towards fire, we have neither liking nor disliking. On the contrary, we deal with the same fire in such a manner that the burning ability of the fire is encashed to our benefit. Because we have learned. See? Another example. One child, this happened in Bombay only, near Shivaji Park, that Plaza Cinema. I was with somebody, one friend of mine, many years before, must be 40 years before or so. And we were going out, and he had a daughter. Daughter must be about 7 years or so. So, I don't like peace, I like chaos. So I thought, how to create chaos. So while going, I told her. I said, hey, we are going out. Don't you ask your papa anything to get for you when we come back? Yes, of course. Then go and tell him. He said, Papa, please get chocolate for me. Big bahar, not only one chocolate, okay? Oh, okay, I'll get it. We came back and I knew he has not purchased. So first of all, I went to her. And then I told her, hey, your papa has brought chocolate, ask him. And then my imagination was, he hasn't brought, then she start crying and shouting and there will be a nice tamasha and a free cartoon show for me. That was the idea. But I was defeated. She went, Papa, my chocolate? Oh, darling, I just forgot it. And she coolly went back. I said, come on, this is surprising. I said, he didn't bring any chocolate for you, you are not feeling bad? He said, no, if he brings, it's a surprise. I have given 100% discount to my father. Even the child understands this. See, friends, once we recognize this simple principle of life, the moment you are disturbed, immediately go back and find out who is disturbed. Don't Google, you find out. See? And you will immediately come to the point that somebody is disturbed. And then you will come to know then this somebody is not real. Therefore, here, avivekat utpanna upalabdhi atmana. Therefore, because we are unable to discriminate between who is disturbed and who is not disturbed, all the problems of life are born. Therefore, the truth is not available. And how it is upalabdha? Kenava sa upalabhyate, atmana sa upalabhyate. Nobody can help you on this. Nobody can help you. There is no proxy on the spiritual path. See, no proxy. We have to live our life. We have to die our death. We have to walk our spiritual life. You can tell your wife that, honey, I don't like that bitter Ayurvedic medicine. See, will you please take it for me? That dumb will take also. But it will not help you. In case of Upasana, we engage the Panditji. Panditji, do this Mrityunjay Maha Mantra Japa for my health. Okay, Sethji, Dakshina, you people are very greedy, money. Okay, take this, Savva Rupiya. And then the Sethji turns. Panditji says, Sethji, ho gaya. So early, Savva Rupiya mein aise milta hai. But in case of spiritual evolution, you cannot engage anybody. No guru can teach us. We have to learn. Bhagwan Sri Krishna failed utterly to teach Duryodhan, Dushasan, Dhritarashtra. Can we teach others? We cannot. We have to learn. This ability to learn from our every experience is the only way, then only this conscious reality can be discovered by us. It is not gained, it is discovered. Technically, praptasya prapti. Kathopanishad says, Esha sarveshu bhuteshu gudhotmana prakashate drishyate tu agraya buddhya sukshmaya sukshmadarshibhi. The truth is abundantly available, but why it is not available to us is only because we are too gross, extrovert, objective in our life. Therefore, Kenava upalabhyate, atmana sa upalabhyate, and janihi kartrutva bhimanat, and how the birth is born, how somebody is born. It is said, kartrutva bhimanat. Wherever there is a sense of doership, somebody is born. See? If we are clear in our understanding, you will see that for the execution of anything in this world, good or bad, so many factors are involved. See? Adhishtanam tatha karta karanam cha prutak vidham vividhascha prutak cheshta daivam chaivatra panchamam sharirvang manorvi yat karma prarabhate nara nyayam va viparitam va panchaite tasya hetavaha tatraiva satikardaram atmanam. So many factors are involved. Adhisthana, the body, karana, the instrument, cheshta, the efforts, see? Then karta, the doer, and daivam chaivatra panchamam, and God's grace. See, friends, but what an arrogance. I am doing this, I am doing this. We can't have any control even on our own sneezing. In a very important, serious discussion in a meeting, one of the CEOs says, excuse me, and he keeps his hanky in front of face, looking outside and waiting for the sneeze to come. And everybody is receiving that sneeze with a Purna Kumbha. And after some time it doesn't come. Hey, are Beogoof. Even this you can't control, you control the whole world. See, my friends, what an arrogance. I have done. What have we done? Parents, we have brought up our children. What you have done? Do you think that those children who don't have parents, they don't grow? One man I saw, 35 years, very short, 1.5 foot. I said, how come you are so short? No parents, I stopped growing. Does it happen? See, friends, but what an arrogance. And therefore we suffer in life. On Ekadashi you eat rice and suffer. On Ekadashi you eat rice and suffer because you have done a sin. And on the same Ekadashi, you take normal Ekadashi food and you have constipation. Is constipation a sin? Is dysentery a merit? No, because there is nobody who is digesting or not digesting. Therefore, what is the meaning of birth? Is this kartrutva abhiman? Jani katham va samprapta, so jani kartrutva abhimanat. So whenever there is a sense of doership, I am doing this, I am doing that, then only somebody is born and he suffers. See? Okay. Ko avivekaha tvaya prokta tathatma vapi ko bhavet ko va kartrutva bhimano vadaye tadrupanandana. See, one question is giving birth to the next question. So, okay. Ko avivekaha tvaya proktaha. You said lack of discrimination. What is the meaning of lack of discrimination? And tatha atma vapi ko bhavet. And what is the meaning of atma that you are talking? That there is no discrimination between anatma and atma. Then ko va kartrutva bhimano. And what is the meaning? Who is kartrutva bhimani? Kindly tell me. In reply to this, the student, this Nrupanandana, he tells, Aviveko prutak jnanam atmanam pruchyamatmani tad vasana bhimanasya shrunutvam brahma rakshasa. See? Aviveka apruthak jnanam atmanam. When we are unable to recognize ourselves that I am someone other than the body. This is the meaning of lack of discrimination. When I say I am old, here the meaning of the word I is body. When I say I am a man, here I mean the gender. When I say I am unmarried, here I mean the marital status. How many eyes are inside? Then I am Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. I am Brahmachari, Grustha, Vanaprastha, Sannyasi. I am husband, wife, brother, father, mother, sister. Inside there is a huge poultry farm. We are not one. See, my friends. Therefore, aviveka apruthak jnanam atmanam pruchyaso atmani. Therefore, we have to ask for oneself that what is the aviveka? We are unable to separate ourselves from the conditionings. Then, atmana pruchyaso atmani. Then you find out yourself. Don't ask anybody. That is one of the reasons I don't entertain any questions. You can find out everything on Google, but you have to find out yourself. You can't Google, kindly, where is Atma? He will take you to see Atma. See, if you want Paramatma, you find out. Pruchya Atmanam. Ask yourself, who am I? See, friends, one young boy in a college, he asked me this question after my talk. Got up. I have got a question. I said, okay, ask. Who am I? After he asked this question, he was looking at other students. So I asked him, should I tell you the truth or bluff? He said, for a change, tell the truth. I said, all right. You are a fool of the highest order. Then he said, do you mean Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi was a fool? I said, no. But he asked this question. I said, he didn't ask me. I am not replying him, I am replying you. Then I told him, my dear, this question can come only if you theoretically accept that you are someone other than the body. Then only this question becomes valid. As now, I have no doubt who am I. I am man, I am woman, I am young, I am old, I am educated, I am overeducated, I am beautiful, I am awful. Where is the question? The real question will come when we accept it, that if I am someone other than the body, then who am I? What is my gender? What is my size? What is my date of birth? Because body is born. We have no experience of birth. The body has a gender. If I am other than the body, I am transgender. Think. Then this question becomes valid. Therefore, Swatmanam Pruchamatmani. Ask yourself, who are you? As eyes can see everything, but eyes become null and void when they are focused on themselves. Nobody in this world has ever seen their own eyes. Nobody can see. One girl told me in one school, I can see. I said, show me, how do you see? She took out from her purse that small mirror. I can see. I said, hey, you are really very intelligent. I never thought about it. Now do one thing, take that kajal and put it on that eye what you are seeing. What you see in the mirror is a reflection of the eye, not the eye. If you are hungry, only one bread and 20 of you, then keep that bread in front of the mirror and eat the reflection in that mirror. All will be satisfied. See, friends, as eyes become null and void to see themselves in the same manner, the one who is asking question, who am I? He disappears. Be very attentive. That experience where there is no doubt, there is no question, that is our essential nature. Where we don't have doubt and question about our being. Whether I am or I am not, this question is redundant. Why this question becomes redundant? Before we came to this beautiful place, our Prem Puri ashram, how many questions? Whether I will be able to go, is it very rainy that side, are the roads blocked, I will get a lift or not, or I will be left on the road. Once you reach here, all the questions disappear. Exactly the same way, when you come back to yourself, no questions. That means absence of question is reaching the destination. So if these are the symptoms, then what should be the spiritual practice? Don't go on asking about anything in this world. You find out. See, friends. Therefore, how do we know it is only this way? So, aviveko apruthak dhyanam atmanam pruchya swatmani. Ask yourself. This is what in Bhagavad Gita Bhagavan says that Uddhared atmanatmanam natmanam avasadayet atmaiva atmano bandhu atmaiva ripuratmana atma 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 8 times it is used. The one atma is the mind, second atma is yourself. See? So start your inquiry. Manasam tu kim margane krute naiva manasam marga archavat. And then we come to know there are two types of thoughts. One is the I thought, aham vritti. Second is not I thought, idam vrittis. I thought is one, not I thoughts are many. When we are entertaining too many not I thoughts, the I thought becomes fat. And when we start reducing, entertaining too many not I thoughts, to that extent the I thought becomes thinner and thinner. And when there is zero not I thought, I remains thought free. This thought free I is our divine nature. I am a waker is a thought. I am a dreamer is a thought. I am is not a thought. See, friends. So, Atmanam Pruchya Swatmani, then Tad Vasana Bhimana Syad Shrunutvam Brahma Rakshasa. And then, when this kind of thought, what is that? Tad Vasana Abhimana Syat. What is the meaning of the Ahankar? Ahankar is, I am doing this, I am doing that, I am doing sadhana, I am doing the japa, I am doing the meditation. See? This is the most difficult thing. A lazy person can give up laziness and start his day better. A workaholic can reduce his working. He can be improved. But a person, sattvic person, I get up early in the morning, 4 o'clock. I take cold water bath. Then I do the japa. Then I do the meditation. Then I do the yoga. I don't eat non-vegetarian. I am a vegan. Now, what more can you do? You are gone. Therefore, these goody-goody brand people are dangerous. They start evaluating others. See, we are not like those people. Get up in the morning and directly start taking cup of tea without even taking bath. Unless I complete my japa, I even don't go to bathroom. Ram. Therefore, either we are caught up in tamoguna, laziness, or caught up in rajoguna, workaholism, or caught up in sattvaguna, being goody-goody. We have to transcend the 3 gunas. 14th chapter Bhagavan says, Prakasham cha pravrittim cha mohameva cha pandava na dveshti sampravruttani na nivruttani kankshati. The other day when I was in South Africa, in the morning, after my everything was over, then by the time these people made the breakfast ready at about 8:30. I took breakfast and again I said, hey, good night, I'm going to sleep. And I slept up to 12 o'clock. So some people came to meet me. Swamiji, you sleep after breakfast? No, I sleep 24 hours. No, I'm not telling you, but normally Mahatmas don't sleep in the morning. I said, you are perfectly right. No, therefore I ask you, I said, it is your fault. How come it is my fault? Why do you call me Mahatma? And ask me to behave according to your definitions? See, friends, na dveshti sampravruttani, na nivruttani kankshati. Let the life be lived through us. But we struggle. The moment we struggle in life, I is born. When you stop the struggle, I disappears. Therefore, Patanjali says, Prayatna Shaithilya, freedom from efforts. It is possible only Ananta Samapatibhyam, when we merge in the Absolute. See, if you jump into the river and if you want to swim along the current of the river, effortlessly. But if you want to go across or against, put efforts. Jehi vidhi rakhe ram, tehi vidhi rahiye. Go along the current of the river flow. Life is effortless. And therefore, devotees do not fall in the purview of law of karma. Because devotees don't have, I am doing this, I am not doing this thing. Hare Ichha. See? But those who are workaholics, I have done this thing, I don't, they suffer. This Maha Mantra, this great Gyan, I got again from people like you. I get all my knowledge only from you. You are all my gurus. I am not poor. We have only one guru. Ekkich guru hai, daridri. See? Why we should have only one guru, a battalion of gurus? If you are ready to learn. This happened in Delhi when Amma was driving me, red light. I said, Mama, come on, go ahead. You are from Delhi and red light. In Delhi, people see the red light like a bull, they get charged. You also go. And she got inspired and went for it. And the police caught. Then I said, hey Mahatma Ji, because of me, Amma has driven, so tell me, I'll pay you the fine. He was my guru. He said, Babaji, do you know anything? I said, what? The traffic rules are applied on the driver, not on the passenger. Now tell me what more wisdom you want in life. Who is driving the car of your life? Ahankar or Omkar? You decide. Who is driving? Ahankara vimudhatma kartahamiti manyate. And then you suffer, pay fine. See, friends. Therefore, this abhimana, I am doing this, I am doing that, is the cause of all the problem. Avivekaha kena nashet tasya kim va karanam tasyapi kim karanam syat vadayetad rupanandana. Now, the next question was asked, Avivekaha kena nashet. Kindly tell, this aviveka. Avivek means what we have learned, that we are unable to recognize ourselves to be someone other than the body. If we have to recognize that I am someone other than the body, I am the embodied, I am the dehi, not the deha. How this aviveka can be removed? Avivekaha kena nashet tasya kim vahi karanam, and what is the cause of that? Then tasyapi kim karana syat vadayetad rupanandana, and what is the cause of that cause? Please tell me. These are the questions. And the teacher says, simple, vairagyena sanashet. Not vicharena sanashet, not vairagyena. Vicharena sanashet. Only by vichar, inquiry. There are two types of thoughts. One type of thoughts are called as vikar. Kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsarya. These are the vikar. These are the reactions. That is the urticaria of the mind. It is an allergic reaction. See? These are the vikara, unhealthy conditions of the mind. These are the reactions of the mind. And second is vichara. So what is the difference between vikara and vichara? Vikara is a process of thinking because of which we get more entangled in our own thinking. And vichara is a process of thinking by which we are able to come out of our own mental blocks. See, the vicharena sanasheta. That is what we told you. Whenever we get disturbed, normally what happens? I am miserable. This is vikar. Now what will be the vichara? Vichara is who is disturbed. Immediately you pinpoint the cause that somebody is disturbed. Then next step, then is this somebody real or something else is real? Then you come to know this somebody is only an expression of the infinite to the finite, through the finite. So the man is infinite, husband is finite. So husband is miserable. Now next step. Is husband a common noun or a proper noun? Husband is a common noun. So every husband is miserable. So what is great about it? Relax. Think, that's it, properly. Instead of inquiry and thinking, we keep on reacting. These reactions has become our second nature. So, vicharena sanasheta. So again and again find out. And how to do vichar? Now see our scriptures, one or two examples I give you. When some people come to Mahatmas, they put their problems. Now what should be the approach of the Mahatmas? To help them come out their problem, or to make them more miserable, or to join with them. Three options. See? For example, one husband comes and tells me, Swamiji, I am so miserable because of my wife. Please tell me what should I do? Now, three approaches. First approach, I join with him. Yeah, you are miserable because of the wife. I am also miserable, no wife. See? One approach. Second approach is, tell him that, look here, do you know why you are suffering because of your wife? In the last life, you have tortured her. And that time, she has done Karwa Chauth. And therefore, this is the first life. Now 7 life she is going to be with you. No, Swamiji, don't cut such jokes. This is not a joke, this is real. No, what can I do? Now behave properly with her. Then there are chances that next life you will not get her. Okay. What is the net result? Net result is he will stop reacting, and then he will come to know it is easier to deal with the known enemy than to deal with the unknown friend. Second approach. The third approach. The third approach is, look here, yaar, you are not the only husband miserable, everybody is miserable. Bhagwan Ram was miserable. What about you? You are a Jagjivan Ram. See? Problem is the same. How you handle it. Now out of all of this, what is meant is different than what we have understood. What is meant is that before this body was born, you were there. In this body you are there. When this body will be dying, thereafter to suffer, you will take another body. Then what is the moral of the story? We never born, we never die, we are eternal reality. This is called as the only way, vicharena avivekaha nashet. Who is born? Who dies? And then we come to know that the body is just a house. And in that body, the house, the embodied is living. Now be very, very attentive. Only just observe subtly your own experiences. When we are taking food, the tongue is not tasting the food. But we have the notion the tongue is tasting. No. Your mood behind the food eating decides. If your mood is very bad, the best food is given to you, you will somehow gulp and get away. Because it is the mind which experiences everything, good or bad. Experiences do not happen to the body. Experiences happen only to the mind. And the mind is expression of the Chetana, the life in the body. See, friends, therefore these steps, when you inquire and come to realize objects far away, sense organs nearer, sense organs far away, the mind is nearer, mind is far away, Chetana is nearer, Chetana is far away, Shuddha Chaitanya is nearer than the nearest. See? Indriyebhya para yartha, arthebhyascha param manaha, manasastu para buddhi, buddhiratma mahan paraha, mahataha param avyaktam, avyaktat purusha paraha, purushanna param kinchit, sa kashta sa paragatihi. This is the path. This is vichar. So many objects have come and gone in our life. Can we hold on to anything? Human mind can never remain attracted toward the same thing, same place, same person, same enjoyment eternally. That is the nature of human mind. See, friends, and yet we are the slave to that mind, and therefore we suffer. So vicharena is only by proper understanding. If you understand the mind, mind will be your slave. See? And if you don't understand the mind, the same mind will be our enemy. See? Therefore, here, vicharena sanashe vairagyam tasya karanam. And who can be engaging oneself into inquiry, contemplation? Only Vairagya, the one who has withdrawn from the worldly extrovertedness. He alone can contemplate. Anything you give importance to in your life, anything, that will be the source of your miseries. Very simple rule. Give importance to cleanliness. You will be miserable everywhere. Give importance to discipline. You will be most miserable. Give importance to silence. You will be silently miserable. But you will be miserable. See? Why the parents become miserable? I have done so much for my children, but they don't listen to me. One person asked me the same question. Swami, you are talking so many years and years, but people don't change. Don't you feel bad about it? You are wasting your time. I said, no, I am not a fool like you parents. Why? I don't want them to change and improve. They should continue to be miserable. So my market is maintained. See? The successful doctors are those who maintain their patients. They don't cure their patients. Therefore they got a family doctor. Similarly, family Swami, who is maintaining the foolishness of that family. Beta, ऐसे करो, वहाँ से jump लगाओ. See, friends, real spirituality, your attention is on yourself. And then it is possible only vairagyena. So unless you have sufficient dispassion, you cannot start inquiry. And when your inquiry becomes intense, dispassion is bound to be. See? These are the two wings for the seeker. Viveka and Vairagya. Viveka because of the vichara, and Vairagya is because of the maturity of the inquiry leads to dispassion. These are the two things simultaneously happening, and both of them are equally important. If there is a bird which has got one wing less developed, other wing normal, he will be fluttering in one place only. He can't fly high in the sky. Exactly the same way, both are equally important. Only Babaji or Bairagi is not enough. And only Vedanta, Gyan without dispassion is not enough. Both must be balanced. Samatvam yoga uchyate. See? Therefore Upanishad says, Tad vijnanatam gurume vavi gachet samit pani shrotriyam brahmanishtam and shrotriyam too. Shrotriya, well read, well studied, and brahmanishtam, he who is totally withdrawn from the world, he alone can abide in the truth. Therefore, vicharena sadnashen vairagyam tasya karanam tat karanam dosha drishtihi. And how can we attain dispassion? See, one by one. Dispassion is possible only by dosha drishti. Dosha drishti means what? Bhagavan Shankara writes, Virajya Vishayam Vrata Dosha Drishtya Mumurmuhu Swalakshe Niyata Avastha Manasaha Shama Uchyate. Whenever we find out some shortcomings in something, we withdraw from that. And to find out somebody's shortcomings, we are expert. So find out the shortcomings of the worldly things and beings. Without any effort, you will be slowly withdrawing. That is why this technique is used by the government. On the cigarette, they write cigarette packet, cigarette smoking is injurious to health, so that at least 1 in a million may read it and get influenced by that. But then those who are the smokers, they are the great devotees and the great wise people. Do you know the shloka about smoking? This I heard in a train when I was going. Somebody was sitting next to me and he was smoking, and I was sitting next to him. And normally people, look up upon that person with a disgust and all that. So I was sitting quiet, I had no problem. So he said, you are not doing like this and when I am smoking. I said, no, I am getting free smoke. Jhuta hai, lekin free hai. Then he started smiling. He said, you are a different person. I said, the manufacturer's defect, what can I do? Then he said, do you know? Yes. What is that? Cigarette smoking is a great spiritual practice. I said, yes, I agree with you. The best way to disagree is to agree immediately. Then he told me this slow. He said, Dhumrapanam, when you offer a cigarette to somebody, Dhumrapanam Shata Godanam is equal to giving 100 cows in donation to the Brahmins. Dhumrapanam Shata Godanam Ek Kash. Ek Kash Ganga Snana. So I told him, Guru Maharaj, Dhanyavad. But we take life so seriously, so seriously. We are here only for a vacation. We are not here for earning anything. Let fools earn. You enjoy. See? And whenever you go anywhere for a vacation, you don't go there to earn money. You go to spend money, So that before we go back, all our budget is complete. See? In the same manner, this is not our house. We are here on a vacation. Apna ghar upar hai. Chalo, let's go. And when, whatever may be your vacation, beautiful vacation, 7-star hotel, yet after some time, chalo, chinch pokli achhi hai. And after going home, do you think you have got a beautiful place at home? Nothing. Hole here, hole there, everywhere holy. And the wife, do you think she gives you with a great respect and reverence? Kya chahiye? Kuch nahi. Daato mat. And in that hotel, everybody will come and salute, sir, sir. That was an illusion. Ghar ki daat, real. This is not our place. Friends, prepare yourself to live happily. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnahat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.